Hello everybody, it's Jobeanvideos on the Jimmy Master Electronics, and I have a special video today. What I'm showing you guys is some of my original Christmas things that I showed in the past that were in extremely rough shape. You guys remember all these. The Saxophone Santas, these are the ones. This is the African American one I've had since I was 4 years old. I got it back in 2000 when it was in stores. This one I got in 2001. That's my original Tucson Snowman, and that's my original Frosty. Again, you guys know how bad these were at one point. Bailey wanted me to make this special video. I was actually going to wait until I got my other one son Snowmiser back, but I can't wait. And plus that one isn't that bad. It's just the snowflakes is all. But anyways, the Black Saxophone Santa. Yeah, again, don't you remember that video I did on Halloween Robot Santa Guy? When I first joined GMA, I was making a video talking about how I was going to send these to Bailey to get repaired. His arms were snapped at the time. The gear and the hips were split. And I didn't even know about split gears at the time yet. I didn't even know how to replace them or anything. Well, I fixed it on my own. I used my harmonica Santa for parts to fix it, but then after I fixed it, the base was still snapped. There was a tore wire to make it work, so it would stop working all the time. Bailey, when I went over to his house, I shipped all of this. Well, these are a different story. I'm talking about the Santas first. I shipped these Santas to Bailey's, and while I was over there, he fixed them. This one, as you can see, it looks like it's brand new. It looks like it's brand new from the stores. That base is from the harmonica Santa. So basically, he redid some of the wires in there that were bad. That's a new base. The arms are attached better because, you know, when I attached the arms, there was nothing holding the arms on, so they were going to eventually fall off again. The head is screwed on. It's completely like it would be if it was brand new. It works great. The hips go slow sometimes. I think the speed dial is a little glitchy, but this one's been around forever. It doesn't even look like none of these ever look like they've been in the hands of a kid. They never look like they've been wrecked before, but you guys know how wrecked these things were at one point. Okay, and same with this one. This is the one for years that only the arms moved. The lever and the hips used to be broken. Like I said, I used the harmonica Santa for parts, my original. I replaced that lever. I tried fixing the arms, but I failed, so I just left the arms unattached. So they were just hanging. And then the speaker wire came off, which actually, according to Bailey, wasn't even the wire. He said he had to end up putting a whole new speaker in there. And this one actually has a lot of bass now, the speaker he put in there. The motor couldn't even spin because I put in a really bad... The motor must have been a different size than what the gearbox could fit, because the motor would jam up and you could hear a little bit of squeaking. Bailey replaced the entire motor and attached the arms, and everything on him is good now too. Again, looks like brand new. Oh yeah, and this one's back lever was once broke before, and that was also from the harmonica Santa. But you know, I still have that newer harmonica Santa wherever it is up there. But yeah, but Bailey did a great job restoring these. Like, he did this overnight. I didn't even know he was fixing this. He stayed up one night and fixed this one. Okay, my Tucson Snowman. Oh my god, you guys know how bad this was. Remember that video I made when I plugged it in with a 7-volt adapter, how much it went flying? People thought that was the cause of... No, here's the story. When I got this, I found this at like a indoor rummage sale. There's like a carnival that they do every year at this school, and this was there. Ironically, it was my first snowflake spinner, and it's the Tucson, one of the hard variations to find, and the first model ever made, so pretty crazy. When I got it, everything worked except the lights, but the same day the gear and the hat arm split, and I was using a Jimmy 6-volt adapter on it, but I made a video and it was moving a little fast, and the gear and the hat arm split within an hour or so. So ever since the first day, the hat arm did not spin, and once that gear split, it was causing the whole thing to shut off. It wouldn't get through the sawn. It would just keep cutting off. It was causing the resistors to turn it off because the motor's just spinning in there, and it would, you know, cause it to shut off. That's what happens with these older Snowmisers when they're the gear split or the resistors are going bad. And like I said, this was way before I knew anything about split gears. So my dad, when we opened it, he took out the entire gearbox for the hat arm. The entire gearbox. So, and he just taped the arm on the inside. That's why it would always hang backwards. It's got a new mechanism now. This hat arm I got a spinning Snowflake Snowman from a thrift store in 2004 that I accidentally fried. I fried the lights and everything went kind of crappy, but all in all, it's kind of a good thing, because if it weren't for that, this thing wouldn't be fixed right now. This spinning, oh yeah, and then in early 2000, because that fast adapter, I think that wore out the gears as well, that 6-volt adapter I was using. Well, when we tried fixing this before, we were originally going to replace it with a belt-driven mechanism, but it wasn't working too well that way. I think it was too slow or something, but this mechanism is from my low-pitch 1-son, and we're putting a belt-driven mechanism in my 1-son because that one spun so fast that the snowflakes had come off. This one spins really fast too, trust me. And this is with batteries. These batteries are probably not even fresh at this point, but the snowflake should survive. But like this one's lights, snowflakes are very dim. These are not his original snowflakes, and this is not his original. His original vest got thrown out or lost a long time ago. This is from that thrift snowman I found at the thrift store, and so same with these snowflakes. That's from the other snowflake spinner that I parted out. They are very dim because the snowflakes for that were fried, so I tried hooking it up to the battery compartment, and that kind of killed the LEDs in those. But we have no spare LEDs to replace these, and trust me, it's not worth it. It's not worth the pain messing with those lights. I messed up a Grinch. I messed up my other 1-son trying to fix those. Just don't touch them. Don't touch those snowflakes. Yeah, you know. And then this is the Frosty. Found this at a rummage sale in 2008. Summer of like June of 2008. This broke the first day I got it too. The spinning arm, that yellowish gear and the spinning arm broke the first day I got it. Again, within the first hour or so. So ever since the first day, his arm did not spin, and then eventually later on, you guys saw the gearbox was cracked and snapped open and all that stuff. And for a while, he only had 2 snowflakes. These are his original 2 snowflakes. This one is not. His snowflake strand is longer because Bailey extended it, but these lights are actually these wires are actually coming loose from the snowflakes, because when I wiggle them around, I'm not going to wiggle them around anymore, but when I wiggled them a little bit, they were flickering and going out, so gotta be careful. They're even hot glued as well. Okay, anyways, yeah. Hopefully those snowflakes will survive. I'm not fixing them if they go out. Bailey will have to fix again, even though he probably won't want to. And it's hard fixing these, because when you try, there's only 4 little threads of wire in this. It's very bad, like I said. And there's, you know, the more you try to fix them, the shorter they get. So if it does break, I don't know how fixable that would be at a second time. Anyway, but I don't want to worry about that right now. Right now it's good. And remember, when these broke, I used to cut them where they were broken. So this thing used to have a cut. Look, it's also, Joseph sewed these up really nice. Actually, Bailey sewed this one, Joseph sewed that one. This one sewed very nice. You can't even tell it was ever cut open. I think the gear and the hat arm was starting to split towards the end. Oh yeah, this is the one that completely quit working. Remember that first speaker mod I did, that huge compilation? That was the last time it ever worked, so I had to assume it fried. Bailey replaced a component on the board and it started working again. This is the one that sounded very glitchy with that 6-volt adapter. It would sound really high pitch and sound all weird. Actually, when I use a techie adapters work just perfect for these snowflake spinners. Actually, they're a little slower. Using fresh batteries on these is actually faster than using a techie 6-volt on these. That's what I've noticed anyways. Yeah, this one still gets really high pitched with an adapter. So again, yeah, fully working. This one was sewed up. Remember, this one was cut near the hat arm area. I think Bailey sewed the arm areas on this, I'm not sure. Joseph sewed the back on this. They added more stuffing to the head. That's why it's not lopsided like it used to be. See, you can't even tell it was cut open. You can't tell at all. Like I said, in early 2008, that the gear was split in the... when I made the very first video of this and posted it on YouTube, you can tell the gear was split because when it would, the hips would be on this side, the hand would touch the body and it wouldn't spin. You could hear the motor buzzing, so the gear was split at that time. And then I opened the gear, I cut the arm open and opened the gearbox, and then all the gears were missing for years. Like I said, it was never really the adapter that broke these. These would have broke either way, because like I said, I didn't even use the adapter on him. His broke the first day I got it. His hat arm probably would have lasted longer if I wouldn't have used that adapter on him the first day, but it would have still broke eventually. Same with the spinning arm. These ones on were the first ones I ever made, so 2002. I got this in 2008, so that was already 6 years old, so that's about the time it takes for these gears to split anyways, 6 years. So when they get old, they just split. But yeah, I think I said what I had to say, so now I'll start showing them to you. Like I said, the Tucson, snowflakes are dim, but there's nothing that can be done about that. They may go out completely at some point, but they also may not. It depends. I don't know. The middle one is the most dim. The top one is the brightest. Dance is so smooth. Oh yeah. And right before I joined the channel on GMA, I was talking to Bailey about this snowman, and he's like, I'm surprised the gear and the hips didn't split yet. So I tested it out, and when I held the hips, the gear instantly split, and that was in 2015, early 2015, and they just split like that. And then later, a few months later, the lever was broken. So everything on that had broken at one point. Towards the end, that thing didn't move at all. The snowflakes were bad. Everything. The only thing that worked was the sawn. That's it. All you heard was a bunch of buzzing and the sawn, and that's it. That's all that worked on that towards the end. And now again, it looks and works like brand new.
Merry Christmas, everybody!
And I guess it doesn't really matter that don't have the one sawn one back yet, because that one wasn't really a part of my early. I mean, that was, if I consider that part of my childhood, it's my late childhood, because I got that in 2013, and I took good care of that one. It's just it spun so fast that the snowflakes had come off, and the wires were so short. It was like the snowflake was at the tip of the hand. That was so bad for it. I took good care of that one. I barely even used it, and then because the lady that gave that one to me was really nice, and I wanted to make sure I kept it working. And when the snowflakes had come off, I was really upset. Yeah, even these ones weren't really my childhood, but they were. I guess I still consider them my childhood, because, I mean, I guess I was still somewhat a kid in 2008. So, and I did use them a lot. They got a lot of use. Again, they were really beat up, and they don't even look like they're the same ones from those times, but they are. These are the same ones from all those videos I made of them in the past. So it's just it's crazy.
Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. Must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Look at Frosty go over the hills of snow.
And like I said, the only reason why I would have wanted the other one for the video is because it is still a part of my original Snowflake. It's one of my original. It's my third original Snowflake spinner. It's this one, then this Frosty, and then it's that one. I consider that part of my original Snowflake spinners because, like I said, at the time I only had 3 for the longest time, and then I started getting a bunch more off eBay in 2015. But yeah. I'll show you this one with the adapter, not the whole theme though, because I don't want those snowflakes to come off. The funny thing is that one, there's no need to use an adapter at all, because even with pretty low batteries, that thing is still fast. I'm sure those batteries are somewhat low already. The motor in that hat arm is super fast, and the motor in the spinning arm is super fast. So like, there's no need to use low batteries in that thing, or an adapter in that thing. Even a low powered adapter, it's so fast that it works fine with batteries. Oh, today. Wow, I don't have it even plugged in.
Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. Must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around.
That's all I'm going to show. But like I said, it sounds like that with fresh batteries too. It's weird. I didn't even use this one that much. These batteries were fresh, but these are the store brand, cheap store brand batteries, so they seem to die when I don't even use the item. Just the fact that when they're in the item, they somehow die. Okay, now the saxophone Santas. Where did I put those batteries? Great. Oh yeah, I think it. No, those aren't it. I'm sorry. Whereas these must be it. Oh. Sorry about this being so long, but there was a lot to say about these because these had a pretty rough past, so. And you can tell that's the same one that I've had all this time because it's always been this pitch. This one's low pitch, this one's always, so they aren't normally this low pitch, but you can tell that this is the same one because of the pitch. Okay, and I'll show the white one. Like I said, this one's sound quality is so good now, it has so much bass in it. It raises and lowers so perfectly. The hips move perfectly. This one couldn't be better. Just to show you, there's the other black hat, Frosty. Oops. Oh wow. That one's gear splitting in the... But this one's worse than that one, because look, you can see the rip in this one's snowflakes. That's why they're flickering so bad. And I'm not going to mess with that, because that strand, look at how short that is. That's why they're coming off. See, it's always better if the snowflakes are longer. I'm going to show the one son one more time, and then I will show one other saxophone Santa. Then here's the white pocket saxophone Santa. Bailey fixed this as well. This is the one that had the loose wire for the arms and stuff. It actually wasn't just the wires. It was also a loose component on the board as well. Again, Bailey fixed it. And there was a gear splitting in the arms. And that's repaired as well. And I know I had a second one of these, but I gave that to Bailey because I didn't want that one if he got this one fully working. Because this one works so much better than that one did. So yeah. This is the one that I got at the rummage sale in 2013 as well. Oh, did I already take the batteries out of that thing? I don't think I did. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video.